What's your fondest memory of Tent City?
Fondest day? Burning copper. Just sitting down here doing nothing, nobody to worry about. After a day out scavenging copper and stuff, and just coming back and sitting there burning it. I loved it. I do it all the time.
What was your worst memory?
The day they come down and kicked me out. It was. I couldn't believe it. The way they done it. Not that I was being asked to leave, because it was coming sooner or later. We all knew it was going to close. Just the way they did it.
Read my leaves. Don't be afraid to show me what you see. Look into your crystal ball. Tell me if there's any light at all. I'm a man who's moved around. More than once my ship has run aground. And now I've landed on these shores. I don't want to wander anymore. If I could see the future then, like I can see the future now.
The first concern of the Toronto Disaster Relief Committee and concerned local politicians was where would people sleep that night.
Wrong road taken, I'd make it right somehow. If I could see
Housing.
I said
Housing,
offer
exactly.
reasonable housing.
Why,
If you're an immigrant, you go to the motel, don't you?
That's
I
right.
lived in a house.
The mayor just did a press conference saying that there are 200 shelter beds in the city, and he's got to be talking about another plan. Because I'll call the street hotline now and we'll find out how many there are, right? This is what they told me. For single men in this city, there are a total of 7 male beds.
While no one
in the
was surprised that the evictions came, longtime residents like Dry wondered why Home Depot had acted so ruthlessly after allowing the squatters to live there for so long.
Accepted the situation, and there was no problem with it. Basically, it's an empty lot. How much damage can a bunch of hippies do to an empty lot?
the deepest brown I'd ever seen, and each one loved me.
Well, this was a symbol of how bad things were, and it was just a matter of time before it was closed down. But there were communities here, and there were problems here, and until we do something about the housing situation, that's what we're facing, and things are going to get worse. But most people are living in their glass houses; they don't really realize it, and nobody really wanted to live in Tent City, but they didn't have any other choices. And it was better than living on the street. It was better than living in a lot of hostels. So these dirt kit shelters provided housing over a couple of winters and kept people out of tents, out of living in tar paper shacks. So they served their purpose, but it's time to move on.
Every wrong road taken, I'd make it right somehow.
There was so much public outrage at the evictions that the City of Toronto introduced a rent supplement program for the residents of Tent City. And in short order, 105 people with long histories of drug abuse, incarceration, and life on the streets found themselves in mainstream housing. So it is really about irony. Irony because the housing and condo boom, which had usurped any efforts for affordable housing, had in fact created a rental glut which the city could exploit. They may have leveled the town, but they in fact paved the way for a new approach to housing.
My name is Rima Zaviz. I work at Wood Green Community Services. I'm the Director of Mental Health Developmental Services and Homelessness and Housing Help. The people in Tent City were housed when the eviction happened because the City of Toronto announced this pilot project. It was one of the first rent supplement projects.
This first year of their housing was the most important. It was important to see how they would adjust to mainstream life and whether or not their housing would be guaranteed for a long period of time.
Just tell them that shows you that all the stories you heard about people at Tent City, they're not all that bad. Look where they are right now. Here they are.
I guess you're saying they could be your neighbors.
That's right, and we are their neighbors. It's unbelievable.
What is?
So, whole complex. Look at the fields. You don't see this uptown, do you? Done superintendent test? Look at the grounds. Better than Moss Park.
What's your last memory of downtown?
Walking out of it. Walking out of it. Coming here. Coming here.
Good girl. Good girl.
What's else in my door, don't you? Hey? Oh yeah, Max.
What did you like about Tent City? Just because it was free?
No, the trees. It was nice and shady down there. The breeze, and you look out and you can see at nighttime, right? The lights and all that. Can't see CN Tower from here, and I'm mad over that.
Within days of being housed, Pops was working for the superintendent and collecting furniture from the trash. He had a nice place. But in some cases, I preferred Tent City to where people were now being housed.
It ain't much, but it's mine. Well, yeah, that's just it. I have to work. That's the guys. If I'm not working,
You get
I'm
fucked
not
up.
happy.
If you're not working,
No,
what do
I'm not
you
happy.
think about?
Getting into the shit. I got nothing to do with my time.
Is there other shit that you like to do?
What do you mean, like?
Like you smoke pot?
Oh, I smoke pot, but I go out and scavenge. I still go out and scavenge your hunts. I go beer can runs.
Do you?
Yeah, oh yeah, fuck. You get the railroad tracks right over here.
And what do you find in
I
the
go
railroad
walk
tracks?
up all the beer cans, beer bottles. The kids party up there. I leave them there, eh? So I'll go up there and take them. Do I prefer this to Tent City? At times. I still have my privacy, even though I had it there. You know, you can close the door, you're by yourself. It was the same out there. If you close your door, you're by yourself. Alright, so, it's, yeah, I do, in a way. I still think about going out though. I want to go, you know.
For Terry, there were two immediate problems to deal with. One was his boredom, and the other was a location that reminded him of a prison cell. So he moved.
What was it, 2.5 to 3 weeks ago, we were down at Greenwood Community Center signing releases for...
you want to try Wood Green?
Okay, Wood Green. Wood Green Community Center, we were signing papers for continued housing under the Tent City project, which was really good because, I mean, this is the first place I've had in a long time, and it feels half decent to have a place. It really does. And before that, if you had come to me and asked me for any kind of receipts or paperwork or anything like that, I wouldn't have had it. Not a chance. Now that I have a place to keep my stuff. And it feels good. I can leave my stuff laying around. I don't have to worry about it disappearing or locking my doors or people going into my place. I have a key and it's my own. It's my house. A lot of us,
be serious. Was it most of you or was it not most of you?
most of us at Tent City have an addiction of one kind or another. 80% of it is crack. I have a severe addiction. I'm no different than anybody else down there, and I'm not going to knock anybody else because I have the same fucking addiction. And I mean, I like it and I don't like it. When I'm smoking it, I love it. When I don't, you know, it's when I run out of money or I find that I've spent all my fucking money that I hate myself because now I got nothing. I got to go the whole month. You get a welfare check on a Monday, you're broke Monday night. I'm not smoking crack like I was. I've put weight on since I've left Tent City. Actually, I put a lot of weight on since I've left Tent City. I look much better than what my face is.
I'll show you a clip of what you look like.
Oh, I know, no, I
In that
know what I
little
look
hut of yours when you had your little relapse there.
I looked rough. I know I did. You know, I don't know. The future looks good right now. Not what I would hope it. Not what I hope it would be, but much better than what it was. Much, much better.